Hello, Lisa Wells from Food, Fear and Freedom here. How are you feeling? I wanted to do a live today and go into a more in-depth training with writing to your subconscious mind, because this is probably a really new thing for a lot of people, and I'll explain how I used it and why I still use it today, even though I have overcome food addiction. So I guess, I've got an itchy nose, excuse me. It's not very attractive, is it? Okay, so how this came about for me is I had food addiction for 10 years, and I tried lots and lots of different therapies and healing modalities and everything, self-development, self-help books, and I also journaled and wrote a lot as well, which really helped me. So I did a lot of research. University of YouTube is amazing, and I've done a lot of research on the subconscious mind. And so what I figured was happening was that I was running some patterns from my subconscious mind. Now, I've learned that our brain is always working, it's always on 24/7, and so is the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is kind of like, you know, when you get in the car and you drive and you don't have to think about switching gears, or you don't have to think about indicating. It's just something that happens. It just happens. Like our heart is pumping right now at the moment. I'm not doing anything to make that happen. It's actually just happening. And it's a good thing that that's happening, because it's keeping me alive. So the subconscious mind is extremely important, and it's better when it is programmed to be working with you instead of against you. And it's not that it's working against you, it's just that it's running an old program that at one point in life was helpful at the time. So this is what I figure happens to people who, like us, have problems with eating. There's two probably main things. One is that it's running an old pattern from the past, from maybe childhood or any sort of time in our life, and we haven't reprogrammed it, so it's still running those old patterns that aren't helpful anymore, but they were helpful at a time. And I've forgotten the second one, but I know that'll come back. So basically it's a habit. And so something happened in the past where there was possibly an emotionally tumultuous situation, and at that point in time you didn't have the coping mechanisms. The second one is that we're not taught how to deal with our emotions and our feelings, and we use food for that as well. So that's part of the brain's job, is keeping us away from pain and toward pleasure. So what's happening is that our brain is still thinking that eating the food and the chocolate, soothing ourselves that way, is toward pleasure, but it's not. It's actually towards pain. Even though we do get that when it's happening, when we're eating whatever it is that we're eating, it is pleasurable at the time, but the overall behavior is causing us more pain than the pleasure of that 5 minutes of eating. So we need to kind of stand up to the subconscious mind and go, hey, listen, this is not working anymore. This is actually causing me too much pain. And by letting it know that it's causing you pain, that it will start looking for other ways that you can work together. So this is a day, if you can make this a daily practice, this will start turning your life around in the direction that you want it. You have to let it know that this is causing your pain. So I call my subconscious mind SC for short, subconscious. Give your subconscious mind a nice, respectful name, because it's basically like your personal assistant, really. It's your, if you're not doing the programming, it is. Okay? So if you're not punching in the new program that you want, then the old programs are going to keep persisting until you tell it otherwise. That's probably the easiest way to explain what's going on. So how do you reprogram it? Well, you tell it what you want through your thoughts, through your actions, through writing to it, just standing up and go, look, no more. And unfortunately, it's not as easy as just doing that once and then, ooh, it's happened. You also need to provide new evidence to your subconscious mind that you're actually capable of running this new program. It needs evidence. So every time you not resist the urge to eat, but every time you show it that you don't need that food, it's going to take notice and go, oh, look, you know, this, you know, Lisa doesn't need this old way of being anymore. She's actually okay and she's coping well with what's happening. She doesn't need this behavior anymore. And there's also things like the neural pathways in your brain. They're really thick with that sort of behavior as well. So it's a matter of retraining yourself and relearning this new way. That's all it is. That's all you need to make it mean for yourself. You don't need to make it mean, you know, because you have to repeat this thing, and there's no straight line. There's up, down, backwards, forwards. You know, normally there will be a lot of backwards movement before there's forward movement, and that's what's really frustrating, because you want to be healthy and you want to stop that eating really, really badly. I know that you do, because that's what I wanted. So just do this thing every day if you can. Like, give yourself 5 minutes, wake up 5 minutes earlier, do it for 5 minutes before you go to bed. Okay, subconscious mind, this is what I want. I need to find a healthier way to deal with what I'm going through. Give it a job. It's always working 24/7. So yeah, just say, hey, dear subconscious mind, you know, I want to thank you for doing such a great job. And it thinks it's doing a great job. It thinks it's doing what you want it, because you haven't told it otherwise. It doesn't know about the turmoil you go through every day. And turn that turmoil, turn that pain, turn that discomfort into the thing that will help you get change. Dear subconscious mind, it's important to let it know how much pain it's causing you. It's important that you are grateful and thankful for the great job it has done and is doing, and thank it in advance, you know, for the great stuff it's finding you. Thank you for the great recipes. Thank you for the great instructional videos that help me turn my life around. When you thank it for something that you don't have, it's going to look out for it, because it's like, well, there's an incongruency there, and the subconscious mind doesn't like incongruence. So if you say, thank you so much for all the healthy recipes and all the support that's coming my way, thank you so much. And if you actually feel that as well while you're writing it, it's really important to get the feeling of what you want as well. As a big one as well. Because it's that feeling that's going to attract more of the same thing. So it can be really hard. The hardest thing probably is going through this and still stuffing your face, if that's what's happening. Because, you know, my saying, every day we have the opportunity to face our stuff or stuff our face. So you need pattern interrupts. And this is also a pattern interrupt. You can, just before you're about to stuff your face, write to your subconscious mind like it's a pen pal. Hey, subconscious mind, I'm sitting here, it's 8 o'clock at night, I'm on the couch, I've got this food here, and I really don't want to stuff my face. This is what I don't want. This is causing me so much pain. We need to find a better way. I want this. This is what I want. I want to be healthy. Find me a way that we can work together. Okay, let's do this together. Let's be on the same page when it comes to our health, because our health is so important, and this is so important to me. And then, you know, if you've got that food there and you eat it, it's okay, because you're learning. You're learning a new way. And this is the hard part. You know, you've done the work, so congratulate yourself. Focus on that. Don't focus on the food that you're eating, because that is just creating more of the same that you don't want. You need to start being a different person. You need to start being a person who is not affected by food. And how do you do that? You basically have to pretend. You have to shift your focus. So when I was starting out, I had my drink bottle, right? My trusty drink bottle, right? And regardless of what I ate that day, I would only focus on the fact that, hey, I had my 2 liters of water. Well done me. Well frickin' done me. And you celebrate that. You don't even worry about the 7 Mars bars that you ate. Oh no, that was me. You don't even worry about that. And this is part of prizing yourself away from those behaviors. You prize yourself away from the behaviors and the thoughts and the feelings that don't serve you. You don't want them. So you have to ignore them, even though they're there, even though you still might be stuffing your face. You just focus on the good stuff, because you are doing good stuff. You're just not focusing on it as much. Right, so here we go. Write to your subconscious mind every day if you can. Highly recommend it. This will change your life. Dear subconscious mind, thank you so much for all the good work you're doing. Feel that, even though you still might be stuffing your face and you don't see the behavior as being good. The subconscious mind is doing so well for you. You just need to program it with new stuff. Give yourself 3 months with this at least. You know, you are rewiring your brain. You're learning it a new way. You know, an Olympic athlete doesn't just go to the gym once and go, woohoo, I'm Olympic ready. No, you train every day. You put your heart and soul into it. So train every day with your subconscious mind. Build the relationship with your subconscious mind so you're on the same page. It is a life changer. I'm going to wrap it up now because that's probably about all I can tell you. Write to your subconscious mind. Give it a respectful name. Thank you so much for what you're doing. This is really hurting me. This is causing me so much pain. I need this to change. Let's find a better way to do this that we both agree on. And then when things do happen, like, oh, I came across a recipe and this was amazing and my whole family loved it and it felt so healthy. Really, really over-exaggerate the celebration and encourage that subconscious mind like it's a kindergarten, basically. Encourage it. Thank you so much. We are doing so well. I love it when we do well. Encourage what you do want. Beautiful. I would love to know how this resonates with you. And yeah, just let me know. All right, beautiful. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.